Hello, this is Mike Swanson. I run the website wallstreetwindow.com, and the odds are that you're watching this video because you got a notice about it from my email list. Now, if you're not on my email list, just click the link associated with this video to get on it. Then you'll get all my future updates. Now, we're seeing something pretty amazing in the market as I'm doing this video. The price of oil is down substantially. Oil stocks, of course, have fallen. Almost everything in the financial markets took a huge hit in March. So I'm getting a lot of emails from people asking me, should they buy energy stocks or should they even buy airlines, which have crashed? And today, the price of oil is down over 43%. In fact, this is the biggest one-day drop in oil I've ever seen in the U.S. markets. I know it tumbled in 2014, but now oil demand is down a third for gasoline across the United States because of what's going on in the economy. And the news that has helped to contribute to today's decline is the fact that oil storage facilities are now full. So there's like nowhere to put any additional oil that's going to be drilled. There's just no demand at all. And people, though, are wondering, should they buy energy stocks? And they're also thinking about buying airlines. In fact, take a look at this. What you're looking at here is the top most owned positions by the number of people with Robinhood accounts. The number is 741,000, for example. That's the number of people with Robinhood accounts that own Ford. And notice, though, that American Airlines, 371,000 people own it. Carnival, 362,000. Delta, 351,000. And I have a Robinhood account just to keep track of what small individual traders are shifting into. Because often they tend to chase moves, and when masses of them shift, it often ends up being a top at some point, or not a good buy spot, to say the least. So last year, ACB, the cannabis stock, was the most owned stock, and it fell all year. Now many cannabis companies are going bankrupt. But in January, Tesla entered the top 10 on this. When it had a huge run, it doubled, but it topped. But now people are buying stocks that are crashing, such as Carnival, such as American Airlines, such as Delta, with the idea that it must be a bargain. And often it is a bargain. Take a look at this chart of Delta Airlines. Notice it's below the 200-day moving average. Now look at this. This is United Airlines. It's also fallen substantially and is below the 200-day moving average too. Now, I have no idea or no way to determine an exact price bottom for the price of energy stocks, much less these two airline stocks. And if you can catch that, if you can catch the exact bottom, you can see a quick gain quickly. And that's what attracts people into making those type of trades. But I find it really impossible to time that exactly correct. And if you're wrong, you simply see further losses, declines in the stock. That's what happened last year in ACB. It fell throughout the year, despite being one of the most owned stocks by the millions of people with Robinhood accounts. So what is the thing to do? Because I do want to invest in energy stocks at some point because they pay huge dividends. And even though the price of oil is down now, I do not think people are going to stop using energy and oil forever. And one day, I do think energy prices and oil prices are going to go up. But I don't think they're starting a new bull market, even if they were to bottom right now. You see, those 200-day moving averages are very important. And I use something called stage analysis to determine where you are at in a market cycle. And because things like these airline stocks and the price of oil are well below those 200-day moving averages, that means we're either in a bear market in which we can see continued declines or at the mere beginning of a bottoming phase. And bottoming phases typically last for months, sometimes even over a year. And they are a prelude to a new bull market. But this tells me that the new bull market, the next bull market, and that's when I like to invest, when a new bull market is starting. And I like to buy stocks on dips in a bull market. But that's not the case for energy or airlines. But you need new bull markets or to be in a bull market in order to be able to buy something and expect to make sustainable gains that aren't merely day trades that last for a few hours or for a few days even, but something that can go up for weeks, if not months. That's where I like to put my money at work. And for that, I need something in a stage 2 bull market or making the transition from stage 1 to stage 2. That's not the story for energy stocks. It's not the story for airlines either. And me personally, that's why I am avoiding them. If you got a day trading system, some way to jump in and out and time that all, great for you. It's just a difficult game. I like to do the easier game. So the easier game is to buy something like this. This is the price of gold. It's above its 200-day moving average. And it's outperforming the stock market. And that means it's a buy on pauses or dips during its stage 2 bull market. And when you see something like gold or a sector in a bull market, the best way to actually get the gains from that is to buy the individual stocks that are the leaders in that sector. So that's why right now, this month, and probably for the rest of the year, I see the best place to put money is mining stocks. Almost everything else in the stock market is below its 200-day moving average, with a few tiny exceptions when it comes to individual stocks. But the sector of mining stocks, almost all of them are above the 200-day moving average. That's the place I believe is to put money to work. And interestingly enough, on Robinhood, almost nobody is in them. Which from a contrarian standpoint means there's a lot of money that's going to eventually move into those areas, and I like to get ahead of that instead of being somebody following the crowd. So those are my thoughts on what's going on in energy, airlines, gold, and the markets today. Again, if you're not on my email list, click the link associated with this video, and you'll get an update on my top individual stock pick for the month of April. And I'll be talking with you later.